All right, it's dark 30. Well, it's about 5:40. Um, and so I haven't gone backpacking in a while. And my backpacking is not like 2 hours or so. It's just around the block. So, but this helped my legs quite a bit and helped me get ready for real backpacking. So I'm gonna get out here and do a little bit of it this morning. What time is it? Oh, it's 5:45. I'm late. I am late. Yeah, it's not too bad out here. I thought it'd be really hot. It's the heart of summer in Florida. The heart of summer. But um, but the mornings have been pretty cool. Yeah, the days have been quite hot, like 95 degrees a few times. But and we have the rain. We have late rain this year. Instead of spring, the rain is coming in summer. So that helps too. Kind of cool the place down. All right, I'm back to back packing. No pun intended there. Okay, so what are we going to talk about this morning? You know, I'm going to turn this off in a little bit, and we'll because I want to listen to scriptures and pray instead of just talking. So we'll get this back on track. Um, Pretty soon. But I'm going to do a class. I'm going to audition pretty soon, next month, to be a Florida State real estate instructor. There's a few parts of it that you go through. It's been over a year that I've been doing this. You know, I haven't been doing it the whole year, but there's a first part of it that you do, learning centered workshop, that I did last year. Was it last year? Yeah. And so I'm gonna be an instructor, and I can't even talk by myself on the phone. Oh my goodness. I'll get it. But there's a part of it that you do first called a learning centered workshop that I already did, and then send in a package to the Florida State. If they accept your package, then you can audition. There's about 80 people, well, actually exactly 80, they said, that gets auditioned twice a year. And so this is my last chance to get it. So I got to hit the ball out of the park. And my package was accepted. I got a date, time, and therefore I'll be going up to Orlando to do the audition. The 30-minute audition. So the lecture or the class is actually 30 minutes. You have 10 minutes to set up, then 30 minutes for the class, 5 minutes to break down. And you can't go over, and you shouldn't go under. You go under a tiny bit, but you shouldn't go over, shouldn't go under. So I had to pick out material from a lesson that they provide, a bigger lesson, I had to pick 30 minutes worth of material out of it, and I think it's 30 minutes. I haven't practiced it as thoroughly yet, but if it's not 30 minutes, I gotta find other stuff to fill the space with, things about the lesson, but other things. So excuse me. So I'm gonna start my practice. I got my date yesterday, so not my date, but the time. So we all know the date. It's during the Florida Realtors Convention. It's gonna be on a Sunday morning. So I need prayers, guys. Prayers. Yes. You go in. You look for certain things. They have a form that they grade you from, and they send you the form so you know what areas to focus on. So that's what I'm going to do when I practice. Focus on how I hit those areas correctly. Yeah. I never checked on YouTube to see if there's any videos. But I'm not gonna follow somebody else. I'll just see if anybody has anything posted there. I'll follow the form. That's what I'm gonna follow. A lot of times those YouTube videos can be misleading. I was trying to fix my truck, the tailgate on my truck, and I listened to YouTube videos over and over and over again, and none of them had exactly what was happening to my truck tailgate. Well, one of them sort of, but they never explained it well. And I should have made a video with this thing while I was going through it. I didn't have the time. I was too frustrated. So I eventually left it. Like for 2 months, my tailgate wouldn't work, and I just left it alone. And then one morning, I got up, prayed, went at it, and in about 5 minutes, I figured out what was wrong. Less than that, I figured out what was wrong, and fixed it in about another 20 minutes. So, see, in Jamaica they say, what doesn't happen? They say, what doesn't happen in a year, happen in a day. I mean, you've been trying to do something all year and it doesn't happen. And then one day, in just one day, everything happens. Yeah. Man, I can't believe how awkward it feels backpacking now. Since I haven't done it in a while, it feels very awkward, and I feel like I can barely go with this little backpack on my back. So I guess you get good at what you do. I have to do it more often now. Gotta put a little bit more weight on there and do the park on rough terrain. I'll do Okehili Park. They have a biking trail over there. I was supposed to get some hiking shoes too, but I tend to want to wait till everything is on sale, even though the sales are a hoax, because they just jack the price up before and we don't see it. So I'm gonna put some hiking shoes in take a photo of them, put them in my thing on Amazon, my wish list, and watch the price. Yeah, I like Adidas. Their Terex hiking shoes was not bad, but I think they're very light. They're light enough. I bought some and they were so comfortable. Maybe they have a different style. But that's what I need to get, some hiking shoes. And I got pants. I got my sticks. And, oh yeah, Chris Dooley sent me a packing list. I gotta get that packing list together, and then yeah, buy all those things, put them together, and put them in my backpack. So I'll have a backpack, put my food and everything in there. So I'll have a backpack ready to go. A tent, everything. I have a little tent in here, but I don't think it's that great. Yeah, I have it right on my backpack right now. So I'll have the hiking guys check them out and see. Yeah, so that's it for my hiking plans. Hopefully we can get to go one of these days. Those guys go hiking quite a bit. They go to exotic places though. Like last time they were in where did they go? New Mexico. See, there's no hiking you can do in Florida. Well, you can hike, but it's not that great because everything is so flat, and we're not used to the higher elevation too. So it's another thing you got to deal with. Can't breathe. Yeah, I remember when I was in the military. When I was in the military, I was in Texas, in San Antonio, and we had to leave and go up to Colorado to for a whole year after we left. It was only 3 months in Texas, and then we were gonna go up to Colorado. And when we got there, you do physical training, you do PT. But when we got there, nobody could run. Yeah, everybody had problems running. Like out of breath, just walking. Because we came from a lower elevation to a much higher elevation, and the oxygen level was thin. Yeah. All right. So enough of that. I'm gonna listen to some scriptures right now and pray. Oh my by the way, my class the class that I'm gonna audition on is what is a condo? Oh no, it's not what is a condo. Well, what the part of the class I'm going to do is what is a condo, but the bigger course is called condo financing. Is it warrantable? Condo financing. Is it warrantable? And the the whole class deal with warrantability of condos. And what warrantability is, it's the condo being able to get financing, or someone who's buying a condo being able to get financing on that condo. So they check to see for certain things, certain aspects of that condo community, to see whether they qualify, that condo qualifies for financing. And the reason the lenders do this is some condo communities might have real issues with their governing bodies, to where those condos that governing body might go defunct. They don't have enough reserves to take care of the building, because with a condo, the governing body or the condo association owns the buildings, the physical structure of the building, the outside of it. They own the land and the outside of those buildings. You, the owner of that condo unit, own the inside of it. It's like airspace, and the drywall and the plumbing and the electrical, everything out to the concrete walls you own on the inside. Everything to the concrete walls on the inside you own. That includes the drywall, the fixtures, plumbing, all of those you're responsible for. So when it comes to the physical structure, the concrete blocks, it is the frame wall, it is the association that owns that and takes care of that. And every condo owner pay what you call condo dues. We usually just refer to them as HOA, but HOA is different from a condo. HOA is a homeowners association. A condo association is called a COA, condo owners association. But people just call everything HOA. It's like Band-Aid, People call all elastic bandages Band-Aid. It could be Equate, it could be Johnson Johnson. Oh, Johnson Johnson made Band-Aid. But it could be anything else. Any other name that the company gives them. But Band-Aid was the first one, so everybody calls it Band-Aid, It's like Xerox. Oh, go make a Xerox copy. Xerox isn't a copy. Xerox is a company. But they were the first one who came out with copiers to copy papers. Or maybe came out with it in mass quantities. Yeah, so that's it. So the part, oh yeah, I lost my train of thought here. How am I gonna do this class? the part of the condo warrantability I'm gonna do, because the whole class is like an hour and a half. The part that I'm gonna do deals with what is a condo. What is a condo? And so there's different aspects of condo. So I'm gonna cover that, because sometimes here's what happened. People look at people say, I do not want a condo. I'll have buyers that say, I don't want a condo. And when they say that, what they mean is that they don't want an apartment style looking building, where buildings are, your units are stacked on top of each other. That's what they don't want, because it feels like an apartment. So typically all of those dwelling units that are congregate like that and are stacked on top of each other, they have to be condos. there has to be a condo association that owns the whole outside of the building. It just makes sense. It's obvious that you can't have, when you have, 5 stories and and um, and you have units stacked on top of each other, and you might have 20 units on one building or more. You can't have each homeowner taking care of the painting of the outside of their little door or their little square, and they don't have any land. So how do you deal with that? If you're up in the air, and so it just makes sense that an association manages the whole building, the whole structure, and then everybody takes care of the inside of their own space. So that's what a condo typically is. When people say I don't want a condo, that's what they're talking about. But there are structures that look like townhomes, but the association that governs them is a condo. There's structures that look like villas, like row houses, where you have a whole section for yourself, but it's attached to another unit. You don't have anybody above you or anybody below you. It's just one unit. Hence, villas and townhomes are like that. And so people don't typically call those condos. They don't typically call those condos. They call them townhomes because of the way they're shaped. But that you might be trying to buy into that and find out that, it has a condo association and it needs to meet the same requirements for financing as a condo. So I'll say to people, I'll say, well, oh yeah, this, you like this one? They say, yeah, it looks good. I like it because it's not a condo. And then we start to do the, look at the paperwork, look at the all the things that surround it. Look at the association dues. Look at the sometimes the agents will have the bylaws and the documents online. We start looking at that, and they said, oh, why is it saying condo? I said, well, that's because the governing body is a condo, and good morning. Is a condo association and not a homeowners association. Yeah, so here you have it. Condo association versus a homeowners association. All right, it's beginning to come out to daylight now, so I gotta head back home. People are starting to come out. What time is it? 6:07. Oh. I haven't been walking that long, but I came out too late. Too late. Alright guys, I'm really listening to scriptures now. This walk feels good though. Feels good. Oh yeah. I can't imagine how much I missed this and how bad my legs got since I haven't been doing this. I can feel the difference. Yeah. So I gotta do try to do about, I'm going to get my backpack packed, try to do about 4 miles on the, I'll do, well now, I mean I do 2 sometimes in the neighborhood. What I'm doing now is a little over a mile, but it's not anything much. But, or close to 2 miles, somewhere around there. But, I gotta get out there and do it. About 4 miles on the rough terrain with my full gear and see how that works. So I'll do that one day next week. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna listen to some scriptures and we'll pick it up back when I get to the house. Get back to Alright. See what 6:22. Alright, that is it. We are done for this morning. Alright guys. Alright, I'll stash this backpack and when I see you. Alright, so now you can see my face. It's daylight. Still a little dark outside, but it's daylight already. Okay. Stash my gear. All right. See you next time, guys.